What's up, guys? In today's video, we're going to go over 5 safe crypto that I think you should be looking into and buying now. Obviously, not financial advice, just general advice, especially with the current ongoing economic situation, with the current FOMC meeting taking place in about 9 days now, 9 days. A lot of people are baking in the price action. We're seeing a rally today, and we're seeing whales on Whale Insider buy a lot of Ethereum. And these are cryptos that I talk about a lot on this channel. On Discord, we just gave some portfolio reviews to some whale members. Keep in mind, I am closing that tier to new members probably by the end of today or tomorrow. So if you're interested in getting a port review before that tier closes, feel free to join in the Discord link down below. It's the WAP link or Patreon link, depending on which one you see. That being said, though, let's pull up the numbers here on CoinMarketCap first, and let's just see what's going on before we get into play. So we can see here, market cap is still 3.9 trillion. Fear and greed's back to neutral, somewhat. Altcoin season's pretty stable, and we're moving into overbought territory for the crypto RSI. Let's get a closer look. Let's see what's going on here. So we can see market cap is getting close to 4 trillion yet again. That'd be very bullish because we haven't seen that in quite some time. Like I said, it's the psych zone. We have to build a level of support once we get there. We have yet to do this, so that is something to keep in mind. Altcoin season index, we're at a pretty much a 50 out of 100, which, you know, buy your altcoins. Fear and greed, we're neutral. You can see here we're up from yesterday. We're up from last week, but we're down from last month. But that's okay because a lot of people are baking in this rate cut. Again, something I will say, not to be the bearer of bad news or play devil's advocate, but I just want to say real quick, don't get too emotional. Right now, the market is hyping up huge that a rate cut is coming, and I'm hearing 50 basis points. If Jerome Powell doesn't do that, every single investor who is like getting really attached to these rumors is going to dump, and we're going to see a huge dump in crypto and stocks. Okay. So I told my Discord today, it's fine to DCA for the next 2 weeks, but I am personally going to wait just in a small chance. I mean, I've been investing for years anyway, so I don't care if we pump in 2 weeks. But if we see a dump for some whatever reason, Jerome Powell does not cut, I am going to be there, and I'm going to buy all these cryptos that all your peers are going to sell if that happens. Okay. Personally, what do I think will happen? I think Jerome Powell is going to cut interest rates by 25 basis points. And then what's going to happen is the reason why this is bullish, by the way, rate cuts, is because it encourages borrowing, consumer spending. Again, aside from just the shift of whales moving their money, because they're always thinking from a rich person standpoint, how can my money make me more money? Aside from them moving their crypto to higher yield risk on assets like gold, stocks, crypto, ETFs, that and the sort, it's retail having the ability to borrow more money, more leverage to buy what? These same things, stock, crypto, ETFs, and gold. Okay, so that is the huge draw to rate cuts. So keep that in mind, right? Because a lot of people think that rate cuts is just like a fancy term we use to pump crypto. It's not. It creates the economic environment for investors to put their money into risk on assets. That being said, let's get back to the metrics real quick. So Bitcoin dominance is at 57.6%. We touched base at 112K. Today, I believe, we'll pull up in a minute. Let's actually see. Not bad, though. So Bitcoin has yet to reclaim 60%. I think it will do that again before Ethereum starts to really, really pump. But we'll see what happens there. Obviously, if Bitcoin reaches its true all-time high in the coming weeks, then it's possible we don't get back to 60% dominance and Ethereum begins to rip some more and we get closer to phase 3, which is mid caps, which we'll get into those plays soon. So Bitcoin, we can see here, is pretty stable over the past 7 days. Past month, we're down 3.5%, but overall, we're moving in the right direction. And the more important one for us for altcoin season, Ethereum, we can see we're up 2% on the month and pretty much sideways on a week. Now let's move into the plays, and I'm sure a lot of you are here for that video. So the first one's going to be HBAR. HBAR is the institutional grade ledger in all the crypto. Why? Because they have a lot of VCs on their governing council. 2, they have patent technology that no other crypto uses. And their technology is not only built for the future, it's built for scale. enterprise use. I've been saying this time and time again. Let me see if I can find it on X. Their fee structure is set up in a way to where enterprises are going to use Hedera's network in mass volume because it's a thousandth of a penny, 3 zeros 1 to transact, regardless of the price of their HBAR token. This is not the same for Ethereum, not the same for Solana, Cardano, Say, Sui, any other crypto, any other layer one. Okay, this gives Hedera a huge edge over the competition. It's not a blockchain, it's different tech. They're VC backed and they have a huge enterprise use case that gives them a competitive edge. Connections matter. Okay, enterprises will migrate to Hedera. All this volume will trickle down into their ecosystem. Okay, I just want to say that because a lot of people tend to overshadow this when it comes to Hedera. Also, real quick, the price 22 cents. It's getting fully diluted by the day. Very good from an inflation standpoint. Very good from a sell-off standpoint. And again, they're just a very strong crypto. It's on every exchange too, which is important because you want to see your cryptos on good exchanges because this opens up the highways. Okay, let's go back to Twitter now. Now they got stable coins coming to Hedera. Very bullish right here. Institutional grade tokenization on Hedera. This is massive. Okay, they're going to be coming in droves. You want to make sure you get in Hedera before it's above $1, before 50 cents. And where can I see it going? I see it going above $1 this cycle. And again, these are safe plays. They're not 100xers. They're safe cryptos. This is for the investor who doesn't want to be in such risky plays. Hedera is one of the better ones out there. It's a pretty large market cap. It's number 18 by volume, but it's still going to print some good numbers this cycle. If we're moving on, we got Say, which we're talking about on Discord as we speak. This one is smaller in market cap compared to HBAR's 10 billion. This one's a 2 billion volume. This one gets compared to Sui a lot. But unlike Sui, it's much smaller in market cap. It's also VC backed, and they're doing great things, which pull up Say now on Twitter. By the way, follow me on Twitter too, aside from my Discord. Great place to be to stay in touch. I highly recommend it. You can see information like this every day, see what I'm thinking, and it's just a good place. Look at this. EVM, it's Ethereum compatible, which is great for a layer one like Say. Ether scan on Say, the gold standard for explorers, comes to the fastest EVM chain, delivering advanced analytics. Okay. Obviously, Say is very fast. It's a big draw to their ledger. And then right here, baby, the SEC has formally acknowledged the filing for the Canary staked Say ETF. Say ETF. Look at the price. Look at the chart. Okay. Say ETF. Look at the old chart here, guys. We're down. Look at the day chart for a reason. 7-day chart. This is bullish. Okay. You want to buy on the downturn, though. You want to buy here, not there. 30 cents. We're up over a 2x on this play. I think we got in 15 cents right before that. It's got some inflation, sure, 40% inflation, but this is a great layer one. Again, 2 billion market cap. This thing could easily 10x. Layer ones have the largest growth volume in market cap. We've seen it time and time again. Aside from Dogecoin and Shiba Inu, which Dogecoin got to 90 billion last cycle and Shiba Inu got to 40 billion, the only cryptos which got over 40 billion were layer ones. So that says something, right? So yeah, Say, especially with the ETF and exchange trade funds, institutional and retail adoption, Say is a great crypto. If we're moving on, I just noticed today, Ondo is now called Ondo Finance. Very, very, very bullish. Ondo has all the connections in the world, and the dilution, as bad as it looks on paper, only happens once per year. BlackRock is tied to Ondo. RWA is the future. The tokenization of assets, like we saw on Hedera, like we see on Say, is the future. Ondo is the play. Let's pull up Ondo on Twitter now. Let's see what's going on over there. I'm telling you guys, you do not want to be sleeping on this play. Here we go. Ondo Finance. Again, I could be totally wrong. Maybe this name was already here. For some reason, I only saw it as Ondo. But look at this. Wall Street 2.0. Ondo Global Markets is now live, providing one of the largest ever selection of tokenized U.S. stocks and ETFs. Keyword on chain with traditional finance. Okay, the future is on chain crypto. Whether Ondo comes out with their own chain in the future or not, this is extremely bullish. Moving on to the price action now. 93 cents. Anything below $1 to me is a great buy. I think this play could easily 7x or 10x from here, and that would be an amazing market cap and target for this crypto. Again, strong connections, strong ties. If Ondo becomes the crypto for a Wall Street 2.0 on chain, it is not going to stay a 2.94 or 4.5 billion market cap. It is going to be triple digits one day in market cap. So yeah, this one extremely strong and still at a good price to accumulate before this FOMC meeting. And for moving on, the number one play on base, Aero. Aero is the main liquidity hub that is linked to Coinbase, linked to Base, and is the one that is driving Base's ecosystem. Okay, sure, there are other dexes out there on Base, but Aerodrome to me has the best connections, has the best community, and they have great marketing too. So let's pull up Aero now on Twitter. Look how bullish this is. We will be integrating dexes from Base directly onto Coinbase, enabling Coinbase users, retail investors, to access and trade millions of assets. Again, keyword on chain. This partnership or collaboration, whatever you want to say, between Aerodrome and Coinbase is huge. Okay, this is why Aerodrome was the chosen dex on Base. Aerodrome is the best one, the safest one, and the one that's going to print a lot of numbers. Now, in terms of where I see it going, I think Aero has a strong shot at being two figures this cycle, $10. The inflation does play a factor, but again, we're at a 1 billion market cap. Full dilution is 2 billion. The main dex for Base, a huge chain that's also a layer 2 to Ethereum, but its own chain also trendy enough and strong enough to really do well this cycle. Base has so much TVL, it is crazy. If you go to DeFi Llama, let's pull it up real quick. You can see in real time that Base is growing by the day. So let me just pull it up here. Here's the chart. 4.85 billion liquidity locked in Base. Look at that chart. Amazing. All right, so now let's move on to our next play. A meme coin that I am extremely bullish on, and that is Turbo. Reason why? It's tied to AI, has a Docs founder, someone we know, which is very rare for meme coins. It's on every exchange, and it's a yellow toad, has a great brand, good marketing, a small community, and it's still very small market cap. This is amazing, fully diluted, and is on a great downturn to buy. Just like the previous charts, I think Say had a chart like this. You want to buy here, not there. Turbo has a lot of gains to be made. They just did an AMA recently, or some type of meeting on X, and Turbo apparently is making headwaves with the gaming industry. Now, I'm not too sold on gaming, especially for this cycle, but nonetheless, I'm very for a meme coin that is proactive, that is engaging with the community, that's drawing hype. A lot of meme coins just launch and people just tweet about them, and that's it. Not Turbo. Turbo is a very strong play. Small community. You only have, what, 60K holders last I checked? 57K. That's a drop in the bucket. Okay. And if it gets on Robinhood, a popular exchange for stocks for the most part, it's going to do even higher numbers. Okay. Which is a catalyst that could happen any day now. So Turbo, extremely bullish, definitely worth looking into or add to your portfolio. And I think it rounds out this list beautifully. So guys, those are my 5 cryptos I would look into today that are safe. Obviously, if you missed my last video, we have plenty of cryptos that I think are buys overall. This is just for the investor who wants like 5 cryptos right now to be looking at that makes them diversified, keeps their risk moderate, can give them safe numbers, and also make you a lot of gains. We'll do many more videos like this. So before I get the what about this? What about that? You forgot this, you forgot that. Patience. Many more videos will come out. Okay. So just make sure you research these cryptos, make sure you DCA. And again, make sure you're not so emotional in the next couple weeks because a lot could happen. Just keep doing your thing and you'll come out with a ton of profits. I guarantee it. Don't forget to join my Discord. Okay, great place to be, and follow me on X. On that note, if you enjoyed this video, if you want to see more like this, leave a like. It's my direct feedback to know you enjoy these videos. And on that note, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.